And he spoke a parable unto them to this end, that men ought always to pray and not to faint. Welcome to this week's episode of The King's Parchment. We've been looking at the man Daniel. He was a purposeful man. He was a man of prayer, and he basically lived in the prophetic. He actually walked in the prophetic. Last week, we looked at the disciplined side of the man Daniel. Daniel was a very disciplined man. He was disciplined in prayer, and we said that for a man to remain relevant over the period of 3 regimes, 3 kings, that is in our time 3 presidents, you have to be a man that is disciplined, or a woman. Today, let us look at the prayer side of the man Daniel. Daniel chapter 12 verse 4 tells us of a moment when knowledge shall increase. Actually, in the days that we are living in, knowledge has increased massively. First of all, before I delve into the matters of prayer, you need to understand that we cannot substitute prayer for knowledge. There is a place for prayer in your life, and there is a place for knowledge. As Hosea told us, my people perish for lack of knowledge. We are living in a time when everybody wants to be relevant on social media. Everybody wants to have their voice heard, you know? But the tragedy is, when people are faced with problems, they take their problems to social media. You'll find people posting all about their issues, their marriage issues, their financial issues, their schooling issues on social media, which is very wrong. Guys, our first resort should be prayer. That should be the first door that we knock on when we find or we get ourselves in a mess, when we get a problem in this walk of faith, or even in life, you know. In Daniel chapter 2, when the king Nebuchadnezzar had a dream, and he said that if no one was going to give him the interpretation of the dream, he was going to kill all the wise men, the astrologers, the soothsayers, all of them. And when Daniel heard of that, he went and consulted with his brethren, that is Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, that they should seek for the mercies of God. Brother and sister, that is what you are supposed to do. When faced with a problem, do not go posting on social media. Your first door to knock on should be on the doors of heaven. God should be your first resort, not the last resort. You should first go on your knees and cry out to God. Daniel was a man of prayer. When he understood by books that the captivity of Israel was to last for 70 days, that is Daniel chapter 9, Daniel went into fasting and prayer, because he understood the only way we can bring that which is in the spiritual realm to manifest in this earth realm is by prayer. Yes, we can have visions. Yes, we can have a purpose. Yes, we can have goals that we aspire to reach. But the only way we can make that which God has in store for us to be manifest is through prayer. I'm here to encourage you today that you should never stop praying. Pray without ceasing, as Paul will tell us. Continue pushing. Continue birthing that which God has placed in you on your knees. Actually, one man quoted and said that if you are stable on your knees, you cannot be unstable on your feet. That might be me, or copyright 2021. Okay, so guys, let's keep on praying. Even as we prepare for the prayer festival beginning next month, the 1st of March, continue seeking God. And even after the prayer and fasting, prayer does not stop. We keep on keeping on. Till we meet next week, grace and peace. Grace and